Good night, everyone. Welcome to Journey with Janice. I'm just here to share my testimony with you guys. In 2017, April 3rd, I was in a car accident. I went to Detroit Airport with my daughter, my nieces, my nephew, and my sister-in-law and her cousin to pick up my brother. When we get there, the flight delayed and we were there waiting for him, taking pictures, talking, laughing and stuff like that. On our way back, we were driving to get some food and everywhere was closed. So on our way back, I can remember I fell asleep. My daughter and my niece was in the back. It was a 7-seater, but it was 8 of us in there, the 2 kids. And I can remember I fell asleep, and then I woke up and I started to pray, and I was asking God to cover us from every danger seen and unseen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was praying. I can remember I was praying. But in the midst of the prayer, I can remember I hear a sound, boom, and then I hear a voice say, you're dead now, leave your family, leave your family. And then I know nothing more. When I wake up in a ditch. And I can remember I hear a lot of screaming, a lot of noise. And I was trying to get up, but I could not move. And then I hear a lady said, Mama, are you okay? And I said, thank God for my life, but I can't move my leg. And I can remember I was there lying down, and they saying the police and the ambulance is on their way. Then the police came, and I can remember he kneeled down on his knee and he lifted my head up and rested on his knee. And he was asking me my name and my date of birth, and I responded. Then I can remember I hear my nephew crying, and I said to the lady that, hear my nephew crying, can you find him for me? And she said yes. And then I said to her, where is my daughter? And she said, don't worry about your daughter, we're gonna take care of all of you. And I can remember she go and she find my nephew. Then the ambulance came, and I can remember when they lift me up, put me on that stretching board, I was in so much pain because I was into a ditch. And I can remember when they put me in the ambulance, and after they put me in the ambulance, it was 2 of us in that ambulance. They keep asking me my name, my date of birth, telling me to hold on, hold on, hold on. And I can remember when I reached the hospital, they asked me my name, my date of birth, and I tell them. And I remember, the last thing I remember in the hospital is when they cut my clothes off. I know nothing more. When I wake up in ICU. They said I slept for 2 days in ICU. I wake up on the 3rd day. And I can remember, my family was there. I was asking for water, Pepsi, and they said no. All they do was swab my lips. I was so thirsty. They wouldn't allow me to drink any water. They wouldn't allow me to drink any Pepsi. And I was so thirsty. All they do is swab my lip. I can remember on the 4th day in the hospital, in ICU, I can remember I saw my family was there, my husband, my sister-in-law, my daughter, and my husband's friend and his mom. And I can remember when the doctor came in, it was 7 of them. And I can remember when they were talking and they were saying something about another surgery. And I was looking at everyone in the ward to tell me not to do another surgery, but no one would say anything. And I can remember I said to them, I don't want to do another surgery. And one of the doctors said, if you don't do it, it's 50-50. And the other doctor said, and if you do it, it's 50-50. And they were there talking. And at that point, I still didn't know what was happening to me. I didn't even realize that I've done a surgery already, because they did a surgery on my left femur. And I didn't know that I've done that surgery. I was there in ICU, didn't know what was going on. I can hear everything that they are saying, but I didn't know what was going on with me. And I can remember after they talked to my husband and asked him what his decision, and he said to them, do the same thing that you would do for your wife. And one of the doctor, before he said that, one of the doctor said he's going to take the chance and do the surgery because he have done a surgery like mine, what he have to do to me already, Dr. Chapman. And I can remember when my husband tell them, do the same thing that you guys will do for your wife. And they get the paperwork ready and everything, and he signed. And I can remember in the night, they come for me in the night. They come for me in the night, and when they come for me in the night, they take me down to the operating room where they put a camera down inside of me, and I could feel when they're pulling out the camera because they were looking on what's happening on the inside. But before they take me down to the operating room, after the doctor said it's 50-50 and he will take the chance, and everybody leave, I called the nurse and I said, nurse, what the doctor saying about me, is it true, or they want the young doctors to practice on me? Because I didn't know what was happening to me. She said to me, you have internal bleeding, and these are the best doctors the hospital have, and they assign these doctors to you. And I can remember after the nurse said that to me, I said, God, this is out of my hands. This is in your hands. You are in control. You be my head surgeon. Assign your angels as my nurse because I don't want to die. Those are the words that I said to God. And I can remember after they take me down, do the camera, and they pull out the camera, they take me back to ICU. In the night, they come back for me again and take me down for the surgery. That's the time for the surgery. I can remember when they take me down in the night, you know, I already tell God that I don't want to die, so he should be my head surgeon. I was praying to God. After they give me the anesthesia, my mind was fixed on Jesus and I was at peace. I was at peace. And I can remember they said the surgery was for 6 hours. And for that 6 hours, my mind was fixed on Jesus. Normally I do procedures and get anesthesia and I have like a dream. I didn't have any dream, nothing. My mind was just on Jesus and I was at peace for that 6 hours. After the procedure, they take me back to ICU. Still didn't know everything that was going on with me. And when they take me back in ICU, that's in the night, that's the 4th day, but it's in the night. They tell me that they're going to bring me on a regular ward. They're waiting for a room. In the morning, now they bring me on a regular ward. When they bring me on the regular ward, I was there. I was in so much pain. Still didn't know what was going on. And all I know that I was in pain. I was crying, telling them that the bed is uncomfortable and so much things. But in the morning, now every morning, the doctors would come and they bring me a pump to breathe in the pump, to blow in the pump, and I would do it to exercise. They said I have to exercise the lungs, and I can remember I have 2 drains in my side, plus I have the surgery on my leg. It was a rod in my leg and some screws because they have to screw up the rod in the leg. One morning now the doctor was talking to me and they were telling me that I have 12 broken ribs, 1 kidney die, half of my pancreas removed, half of my esophagus removed. I have no spleen. They have to remove all my spleen, liver bruise, lungs bruise. And I was there. I spent 17 days on that regular ward. But while I was there, I was going through so much pain. And I got over 80 injections on that regular ward, I can remember. And one day they come and they said they're going to take me to the operating room to put a feeding tube in my neck. And I said, no, can you do it on the ward? And the doctor come and they took out the machine, they give me the anesthesia and they put this feeding tube in my neck to give me sodium. At one point, they were taking me down to the, not to the operating room, but to an area in the hospital where they have to give me fluid to drink. So they bring me there, they give me fluid to drink to test to see if the pancreas and stuff that they cut and soap, if it's leaking. And I can remember that day while I was going on the stretching board. My daughter was there, my husband was there, my sister-in-law was there. They were crying. I can see the tears running from their eyes while they're pushing the stretcher with me on it. And I said to them, don't cry for me, just pray for me, because I was at so much peace in the midst of what I was going through. And I tell them, don't cry for me, just pray for me. And I can remember when I go in that room and they give me the fluid to drink and they test everything. The esophagus wasn't leaking, the spleen wasn't leaking, nothing that they soak inside wasn't leaking. And I can remember they bring me back on the ward. And about a week on the ward, I can remember one night I was in so much pain. And I was crying and I was saying, God, I cannot bear this pain. I asked them to change the mattress and the bed. They did change it because I thought it was the mattress that was causing the pain. They changed it, the pain was still there. It was the broken ribs. It let me feel like it was fire in my body. So much pain. And I can remember one night I was there and I was lying down and I closed my eyes, but I wasn't sleeping. I can't forget. I wasn't sleeping. And I was there and I saw some demons fighting for my body. They were there calling their names and fighting to get my body. And my sister-in-law grandmother was there trying to help me. Her husband was there fighting her not to help me. And I was there and I can remember I saw this in the midst of them fighting for my body. I saw this white gown. I didn't see the face, but the hand stretched to me and the voice said, my child, I was wounded for your transgression. I was bruised for your iniquity. The chastisement of my peace is upon you, and by my stripe you are healed. My child, I'm going to heal you. And those are the words that I hold on to. The next day I get up and I was moving around with the therapy. And the doctor that do the surgery, Dr. Chapman, he said to me, girl, you are strong. I said to him, it's not me, it's the blood that gives me strength from day to day that will never lose its power. In that ward, I couldn't do nothing for myself. Nothing. I get injections in my belly. The total injection was 80. Plus I got pills every day. I got pain meds in the IV. It was so much. It was so much. It wasn't easy. The process was painful. And I can remember I was there and you know, my family, they always visit me every day. And I go out with the therapy. They give me water, they give me Ensure. My body was locked down. I didn't want to drink any water. I didn't want to drink any Ensure. I didn't want anything to eat. But in the midst of everything that I was going through, I trusted God. I believed that God was going to come through for me. I never lose hope. I never lose faith. And then God sent his son to promise me, to make me assurance that he is going to heal me. And I hold on to those words and I speak life. And today I'm here. On the 17 days I leave the hospital and go to rehab. When I go to rehab, that's another journey. I go to rehab and I spend 7 days in rehab where they teach me to walk, teach me to do everything. When I reach rehab, one of the nurse that was assigned to me, she said, girl, you have a guardian angel over you. I just read your chart and you shouldn't be here. I said, that guardian angel is Jesus. And you know, sitting down in that rehab, in that room, I started to cry. I didn't cry because of the accident, but I cried to know that I've been through so much and I'm still alive. So I was crying. People go through less than that and they didn't make it. So it was tears of joy to cry to know that I've been through that accident and I'm still alive because of God's grace and his mercy. When the devil said no, Jesus said yes. That night, life and death stood face to face. Darkness come to take my life away, but mercy says no, I'm not gonna let you go. You know, and I just want to give God thanks for sparing my life. I want to give God thanks for all he have done and what he's about to do in my life. So I just want to thank you guys for listening. This is not the end of the testimony, but I will share the rest in another video. Thank you.